Big thank you, incidentally, to Jamie for mentioning that I wasn't on the actual microphone. So I'm on the proper mic now. Let us know if you can hear us now, folks. Let us know if you can hear us. Some people saying that I'm muted here. And let's see. Let's sort the settings out here. The audio should be coming through loud and clear. Let us know in the comments. No sound. That is a disaster. Let's change this up. Why are we getting no sound here? That's not a good start, is it? Loud, you can hear me now. Fantastic. Excellent stuff. Wow, what a disastrous start that was. But yeah, we're here now. So yeah, I was just speaking there for a wee while whilst I was on mute. That apologies that we are slightly late, folks. Hopefully we'll be joined by Chris Jack, who is at Ibrox tonight for us. Was holding off, but he's stuck in traffic over there at Ibrox. A very wintry Ibrox tonight. So if you are heading to the game, make sure you're wrapped up warm. Right, without much further ado, let's get the team lineup up in front of me. So this is how Rangers will shape up tonight against Kilmarnock, lining up with Butland in goal. Back four of Tavernier, Sousa, Balogun and Jefte. A midfield of Diamande and Raskin, with Hadji playing in the 10 role. Czerny and Igaman either side of Danilo up top. What do you make of tonight's Rangers team, folks? Joshua almost called it absolutely spot on this morning. He got 10 of the 11 correct. He wanted to see a midfield duo of Raskin and Diamande, and we're going to see that tonight. The only player he never had in was Jefte. He had Ridvan in place of the Brazilian. But yeah, it's very difficult to predict a Philippe Clement team. So Joshua, well done. Almost got it bang on tonight. On the bench for Rangers this evening, Kelly, Ridvan, Proper, Barron, Dessers, Bayrami, Dowell, King and McCausland. So that is how Rangers shape up. Of course, Connor Barron dropping to the bench tonight. We did discuss him in the morning show, and that he may be getting a breather this evening. It will be interesting to see how Diamande and Raskin do together. And great to see Hadji playing in that 10 role once again. I thought he did perform well at the weekend against St Johnstone, named man of the match as well. Was instrumental in the winning goal. Great ball over the goalkeeper for Jason Holt to knock into his own net. So, yeah, good to see Hadji starting at the match. Bayrami dropping out. He hasn't been in the best of form, it's fair to say. Nadim Bayrami, I would like to see him playing in his favoured position, but with Hadji in there tonight, I do imagine we'll see Bayrami at some point this evening. Igaman over on the left-hand side, you would assume. I mean, two strikers Philippe Clement is going with tonight, but he doesn't necessarily deviate from that 4-2-3-1 formation, so it's probably most likely that Hamza will start off on the left-hand side, which he likes to do, and cut inside. So, yeah, intriguing team. Danilo, of course, getting the nod up top, as opposed to Cyril Dessers, who has been struggling, of course. So, big chance, big night for Danilo. Let's hope he can get back amongst the goals. He certainly likes to play up a lot better than Cyril Dessers, that's for sure. So, it certainly is a decent, certainly in the middle to front, it's a good Rangers team on paper, you'd like to think. Let's just hope we can get goals this evening, get Kilmarnock killed off, and not have us biting our nails and yeah, being in the sort of squeaky bum time until late on in the game. Now, we've discussed it on many videos now that Rangers matches, too often they go down to the wire, whereas you very much feel that the team is capable of so much more at this point in time. Right, let's get to some of the comments that are coming in. Blue Pelser, Blue Deal playing better, playing deeper. WTF. Yeah, listen, big night for Diamande. The number 10 role doesn't work for him. I think there are far better candidates in the squad to play that role. Hadji being one of them. It'll be intriguing to see how he shapes up in that midfield duo, him and Raskin in there. But yeah, I certainly think there's a player in Mohamed Diamande, simply hasn't shown it enough this season. Right, Robert Burns just on Dio says better play deeper. Yes, absolutely. Stephen Gillespie with the point. Could this be 4-4-2? No, I don't think it will be. I mean, he's got his two strikers on there, so perhaps he could have Igaman just playing off Danilo. I think it's going to be like what the formation is up on the screen that Clermont will adopt. Right, let's get to some more points that are coming in. I'll run through the Kilmarnock team shortly as well, folks. Interesting point on Hadji. Ewan says we wouldn't be 11 points behind if Hadji played from the start of this season. Yeah, listen, don't necessarily think Rangers, I don't think he's Messiah Yanis Hadji by any matter of means, but I think it would have been beneficial if he was available to the team at the start of the campaign, if they had rectified that contract situation out before they did. But it is what it is. This is Rangers after all. Neil McLean with the point. Dio will be good next to Raskin. Let's certainly hope so, Neil. And yeah, a lot of comments coming in about score lines, predictions, many of you fancying Rangers tonight. James with a point, 3-0. Igaman, Jeffy, and an own goal. Is on a run, yeah, absolutely. G. Calder also going for 3-0 by 70 minutes and lots of subs. Yep, listen, I would like to see that. As I touched on the Rangers bench, you're looking at it. I would like to see King coming on at some point, getting a run out. Other than that, there's not many young lads on there. I did say in the video this morning, I would like to see more of it, the young boys getting an opportunity. It was good to see Billy Rice last week, but he's not on the bench tonight. Other lads that haven't really staked a claim, like Alex Lowry, Cole McKinnon, Zach Lovelace, of course, not featuring. So, yeah, King is the one. I hope that Rangers can get him on it at some point. I want to see more of him, but whether that will be the case tonight, who knows? It's probably doubtful, you've got to say. But yeah, that is a team tonight. What do you make of Balogun coming back in, folks, as well? Robin Proper never covered himself in glory at the weekend, came off at half-time. The manager later said that he was sick and he had a bit of a knock as well. But certainly these games, I think you prefer Leon Balogun on that left-hand side of the defence at this moment in time. I think there is certainly a need to go out in the January transfer market and strengthen in that area, particularly given that the injury to Cash and Weirjo, if we see him in the Rangers shirt again, who knows? But certainly Rangers, for me, are light in the centre-back position, and they've got a huge amount of games coming up. Clermont did say yesterday in his pre-match press conference, I think it's, 16 games in 8 weeks, something like that. So, yeah, I think I'd feel a lot more comfortable if there was another centre-half option in there. Right, Neil with the point, is Balogun ever let us down? No is the answer. Generally not. I think he had a really poor game, as did many, if you remember that League Cup semi against Hibs when Rangers had David McCallum on the touchline. I think that was just when Gerrard departed. I think never had the best of games on that occasion, but you can probably count on the back of one hand games that he's really been below par. He's certainly someone that you can often rely on, especially in these games as well domestically. He's got the physicality and the robustness to deal with whatever team have to throw at Rangers. And just talking about the team that Rangers are facing tonight, let's get the Kilmarnock side up. So Derek McInnes's side make 3 changes to the team that take on Rangers tonight. So the lineup: McCrory, Mayo, Wright, Dees, Bainbridge, Armstrong, Lyons, Ndaba, Watson, Vassell, and Watkins. So that is how Kilmarnock will be lining up this evening. Let's just have a quick glance at how the sort of shape that Derek McInnes will adopt here tonight. And he will go with what looks like a 3-4-1-2. So McCrory in goal, Wright, Mayo, and Dees at the back, Armstrong, Lyons, and Ndaba and Bainbridge across the middle, with Watson supporting a front 2 of Marley Watkins and Kyle Vassell. Of course, Kilmarnock defeating Rangers at Rugby Park earlier on in the season. Absolutely horrific performance from Rangers on that occasion. I'm very much hoping for a better display tonight. I'm hoping the fans are entertained tonight. It's been such a long time since the supporters have headed along to Ibrox and really enjoyed a swashbuckling Rangers performance, as I said earlier on the show. They haven't been entertained. Ross County aside, domestically, it's been a real turgid, hard watch this season for Rangers in the league. So I'm really hoping that they can put on a show tonight, heat the punters up in the in the stands and go and get an impressive 3 points. Get the job done early on. Get it sorted by, if not half time. Make sure the game's won by the hour mark, then make substitutions with one eye on the weekend. But yes, let's get to some more points that are coming in here. Just on Balogun, Stephen Gillespie, Balogun is solid, and for an old lad, quick, no worries with Leon. Yeah, absolutely. Haggis Killer, I think maybe it might be on the sherries or the sherbets a bit early. He says Suter to score a header from a corner. If Rangers score from a corner, then it's party time, isn't it? We all know the sad state of affairs with regards to set pieces in Rangers, the only team in the Scottish Premiership to score from a set piece. Absolutely horrific stat. If Suter can put that right tonight, then happy days. But yeah, Suter certainly the standout performer for Rangers this season defensively. So much so the manager said that a contract offer and extension is on the table for him. So, yeah, I think that would be richly deserved. Just on the centre-back partnership, James Skeen with the point. Balogun and Suter are best centre-backs. Yep, can't disagree with that, James. Let's see. Malt Whiskey, just on the issue of the young lads. Still no youngsters getting a chance. Must be deflating for them. Yeah, it's deflating for me as well, buddy. I would like to have seen, at least on the bench, more of the young boys, but the coaching staff obviously feel best to go with experience at this moment in time. But absolutely, they want to be able to have a chance to see that pathway, to see a clear pathway to the first team, and it's just clouded at this moment in time. That's why I said a number of shows now that I think many of them should be knocking on the manager's door and requesting a move in January, whether that be a loan move or a permanent switch elsewhere. It's absolutely no good for, we know the players we're talking about, just to warm the seats in the stand and play ad hoc games for the B team. So, yeah, absolutely. Right, let's get to, let's see if there's any comments that are coming in here. Tom Scott's going for a 2-0. Tav penalty and Egaman. Yeah, hopefully Egaman gets back on the score sheet tonight. We've not had many penalties, have we, this season? So, yeah, let's hope we hear those three magic words tonight. But let's hope we're not relying on that. And, yeah, listen, Kilmarnock are no mugs. We've seen that. Derek McInnes this season and previous campaigns as well. He certainly knows how to organise a team, and there'll be no mugs tonight. I think they'll shape up to make life difficult for Rangers. They have struggled in the main this season in the league. They've not been as impressive as they were last year. They're sitting down there in 10th at the moment, just 3 points off the basement where Hearts prop up the league table. So certainly you're looking at it and you're fully expecting Rangers to go out there and do the business tonight. But for many matches this season, that has not been the case, unfortunately. So I really hope an early goal, I think, would be absolutely necessary for Rangers. If they can get that, go on and entertain the punters, get a few more goals. And yeah, certainly there's enough talent at Philip Clement's disposal to go and put on a display. Whether we get that or not remains to be seen. But that is the team tonight, folks. Just to run through it once again before we wrap up. Butland in goal, Tavernier, Suter, Balogun and Jefty at the back. Diamande, Raskin, Hadji, Cherny, Egaman and Danilo up top. On the bench for Rangers once again, they go with Kelly, Ridvan, Proper, Barron, Dessers, Bayrami, Dowell, King and Ross McCausland. Right, we'll wrap up there. Chris is at the game. I'm not sure if he's stuck in traffic. Hopefully he gets to Ibrox soon, and he will join me for the post-match reaction video. The aim is to come on straight on full time. Touch wood, all going well, to give our initial reaction to what we hope will be an impressive Rangers performance and another 3 points. So we hope you can join us for that, folks. Enjoy the match. I hope your team wins, and we'll speak to you a little later on. Bye for now.